Yo, 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 what's up, guys? Dara is back for another World of Tanks. Now, today I'm kind of jumping ahead to another one just because really wanted to show you some a perfect setup, like basically perfect teamwork, and just happened to work out that way. So we're covering the KV3 today, and this was bumped up in one of the past, was it 7.3? I believe it was bumped up from a tier 6 to a tier 7. I did cover this tank in a prior to the patch video on my old channel. If y'all are interested, I could probably get that posted back up over here. But anyway, I'm going to jump right in. Since this tank has been jumped up to tier 7, it's got a boost in its health power, health points, and its armor. So we got 120 on the front, 90 sides, 80 on the rear. So you really don't want to be getting hit on the rear or the sides, which is pretty common in all tanks. Turret with 130 armor on the front of this turret. So yes, this thing is pretty armored. And with the new engine and the new gun, I really enjoy this tank. I like it a lot. As you can see here, I am currently working toward the KV4. Matter of fact, I took it off. Yeah, because I was running this prior to the patch, and I jumped over to the IS from this. So now I'm kind of reworking it, regrinding it, I guess, to get to the KV4. All that was before they changed the treat. So anyway, moving right along here. Yeah, this tank is a lot of fun now, a lot more fun than it was prior, when it was a tier 6. The gun, this 122. Was at the D25T, 4.8 rounds. Yeah, 4.8 rounds per second. Average damage of 390. Penetration of 175. So tier 7 you will get matched up against tier 9. Sometimes you'll get matched up against tier 10. Tier 8 you have no problem penetrating, and tier 9s, you want to hit them from the side or the rear. Sometimes you can get them in the front. You just got to aim for that lower glacis there, or any hatches you see on the front. Tier 10s, well, E100s, was that E100, the mouse. Here, look at tech tree here so I can remember all of them. And IS7, kind of the bane of my existence in this thing. IS8's like, I can penetrate them pretty well. Just get them from the side of that lower glacis. ST1s, you really don't see too many of them. IS4, pretty much the same deal. And your French tanks, they're paper. And then you see here, I'm on this tier 4 TD. We'll get into that. It's not gonna be a happy video. Anyway. So yeah, this tank is badass. Now, if you're up against this tank, you of course want to aim for this, the gun ports, the viewport on the front, and the lower glacis. You don't want to try to hit this turret because you ain't getting through it. And get from the sides, the rear. I have been noticing these toolboxes when I'm up against them. Even when my other tanks aim for little things like this. Like you see toolboxes, you see things rolled up like this. Usually, I've noticed a lot of those spots like that are weak points that you can penetrate on a lot of tanks. So we'll touch on the history on this. A lot of the history for the KV series is pretty much the same. There is just a little bit on each KV. The KV1, of course, being the one that was really seeing a lot of action. But for the KV series, it was originally called now I'm going to butcher these names, so please forgive me on that one. But it was the Kilmet Viroslav. That's my best attempt, aka KV. Tanks were a series of Soviet tanks named for the Soviet Defense Commissioner and politician Kilmet. We're not going to slaughter his name again. The KV series was known for extremely heavy armor protection during the early parts of World War I, especially during the first year of invasion of the Soviet Union. Almost completely immune to the 7.3 centimeter and the howitzer-like short-barreled 7.5 centimeter guns, mounted respectively on the early Panzer III's and Panzer IV tanks fielded by the invading Nazi forces. Until better guns were developed by the Germans, it was often the case that the only way to defeat a KV, which they're talking about the KV-1 in this case, was with a point-blank shot to the rear. Alright, and then let me find it again here. Now, the KV-3 was also known as the Object 223, was an experimental tank based on the KV-1. It has longer chassis, 7 rollers per side. It had a new 850 horsepower V2SN engine and a 130 millimeter armor. Let's see what the game has it set at. 130 on the turret, 120 on the hull. And according to the historic text, it just says 130 armor. The new and a new cryonic turret had a 107 Zeiss 6 cannon. Only one prototype was constructed and proved in 1941. It was destroyed in battle against German heavy guns. So speculation, probably going to be the Long 88 destroyed it, because that was their big badass gun at the time. So that's pretty much all I got on this. This was an experimental, but you know, they did build one, and it's kind of cool that they did send it into battle. A lot of times you'll find these prototypes were just scrapped. Maybe some of them you'll find in a museum or something, but most of them they never seen combat. This prototype actually seen combat. That's kind of cool. Alright, so overall view, damn good tank. You know, aim for the glacis and the weak points here on the front. Always try to, you know, get around this tank. You can circle this tank pretty easily with a lot of things, because it does have a very slow traverse speed. You see there, 18. Not a good traverse speed. As you can see, I've been working on this crew for a little bit here. They're all at 100, roughly 48% on the repairs. And I did go ahead and put the large caliber rammer on there. Additional equipment, I would put the ventilation, and I would put, where's it at? The Dargamingelite. There it is. I put the large spanner on there, or span liner on there, you know, to protect you from artillery and you know, heat rounds, because you will get hit with heat rounds because of your high armor. You know, a lot of people will switch over to heat rounds, so I would definitely put them on there. I have not, because I'm a cheap bastard. Alright, and as you can see, I run the full rack of consumables. Now this is the default, you know, 23 AP, 15 heat. You can lower the heat rounds, but I keep them on there just in case I run into some tier 10s. You know, I get a little bit of damage in there, and you know, maybe knock out a crew member or something like that. Alright guys, let's get to some gameplay. I think y'all are really going to enjoy this one. This was a badass game, and I just can't say enough about it. Alright, so without further ado, here we go. Alright guys, here we go. This is our game on Fisherman's Bay. This map's alright. I usually like to go to the town on this one. Just because there's not a whole lot of coverage, you know, going down the opposite side of the map. There's a couple rocks down the little gully, but otherwise I like to take the road on this one, or take the town on this one. But that's usually my favorite gameplay anyways, with, you know, when you're in town and shit. Alright, so here we go. We're loading up. You can see I am in the KV-3 at the top of the list against the T-29. We both got our Panthers. Oh, they got screwed. They got an ARL-44, and we got a KV-1S. I don't know. I think it might have gave the KV-1S a little more armor, since, you know, when they you know, bumped up the KV-3 and, you know, separated KV-1 and 2. I'm not 100%, but it seems like it's a little harder to penetrate than it was. Alright. So we are in and we are going. So like I said, I'm going to go to town. A lot of times I do notice I get to be the only one or two people over here at the town. I don't know why that is. But anyway. Yeah, so we're going over here to the town. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to find my spot behind my building to sit. Which isn't really a good spot, but I like it, and I don't know why. Come on, I don't know why my tank's rocking like, I don't know, maybe it won't be like this in the recording, but I'm looking at my replay, my tank rocks back and forth like it's on a rocking chair kind of thing. So, if we take control here, there we go, now we can look around. Looks like, yeah, I got that 3601 coming down here with me. I have PZ3 over here. Hello. Wait a minute. Okay, I screwed up my gun thingy. There we go. Oh yeah, you gonna die. Somebody gonna kill you. You gonna die. Oh, somebody already killed him. Yeah, 3601 got him. Finished him off. Left him like 1 or 2% health. I see that M18 just bounced right off of me. I mean, he really should have been up. Boom, biatch! Look at that, 409 damage. It only did, well, almost 300 damage to me. But I hit him harder. Now I'm getting shelled. Time to get my ass back. Now, see, I didn't notice this at this moment in the game. But let's take control here for a minute. There's a Panther. There's an Easy 8. An M18, 3601. See, I didn't notice all these guys were around me at the time. So what I'm doing is I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for this 29 to come back. But he's not poking back out. Yeah, so it looks like he ran away. So you can see me type it in the chat there. Why you run away, T29? Why you go bye-bye? Him don't want to play with me. Where'd he go? See, I zoom in when I go around some of these corners a little bit. I mean, I can keep zoomed out, you know, so it doesn't do that shake up and down BS. But like you can see on the map there, I got a couple people following me. So this just worked out great. Boom! Right in the side of the turret. No damage. That was fracked up. See, I'm running in here because I know I can take a shot. And I got all these mediums behind me. Boom! Biatch! See ya! Alright, somebody else got the kill, but still, I did most all the damage. M18. Oh, helmet pop. Pop goes the M18. See, I know I got all these, you know, little mediums, and it looks like I got a TD behind me. They can't take no fracking damage. I knew I could take at least another shot or two from that T29. He didn't do as much damage as I thought he would, as I expected him to. And if I'm not mistaken, that was the big gun. That wasn't, you know, the, what was that, the 90 mil. That was the big one. With the 90 mil you unlock on the N6. 3601, I wonder if I can get him. So I only got one kill so far, but I got a lot of damage in, especially on that 29. And I think I did all the damage on the M18. I'm not 100% on it, but I believe I did do, you know, all the damage on him. And I did do most of the damage on that 29. You see, I had all these guys backing me up, too. I get this Panther. Booyah, biatch! T29 went pop. Popped his ass like a water balloon. I say I really should be zooming in here. Excuse me. So you should always be zooming in, people. But if for some reason here lately, I don't know if it's my internet or what, but I've been having some issues when I zoom in, that I kind of start to lag bad and stuff. So, you know, if I'm this far away and stuff, I'm trying, especially, you know, when I know I'm at the top, then I'm, you know, I know I can penetrate almost anywhere on the tank. Then I'm trying to, you know, just take these shots and go on without screwing up my internet connection. I live in, yeah, bumfuck Egypt, so our internet's not the greatest, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to start streaming again here soon. So our Panther's gone. I think I got the kill on that one. They only got 2 left, so that is game, ladies and gentlemen. But that just worked out so well, you know, where I was able to kind of be in front and absorb all the shots, and then let all my mediums, and I think there was, I think that M18 was behind me too, and you know, just let them crank out some shells and, you know, damage these people, and I kind of, you know, be the human shield, and it works really well. I mean, it's so rare to find, you know, a game like that where it just works so well together. You know, you got the big boy up front and all the guys who can deal damage but not take it, you know, kind of riding right up behind you. Yeah, you can see there that Easy 8 got one of them, and he was one of the ones behind me. One of these M18s were, and there's that Panther, he was behind me. And 285, where's that 3602? Yeah, he got 3. I know he was behind me. So it worked out for everybody involved. Alright, so we got 4,000 experience on the 3 times experience day. I think that was for the 4th of July. And we got the 41,000 credits, which is really fracking good, especially on this tank. I mean, that's 40 to 45, well, usually about 45,000, you know, at least that you make on, or at least that I make on my KV5 and T34. Usually if you have a good game, it's a lot more than that. It can be anywhere between, you know, 80 to 100,000. But, you know, typically, you know, if it, you know, on any game, I never make less than like 45,000. So for a KV3, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, let's see. What did we do? We destroyed the Lee, the Panther, the Hellcat. We detected, or we damaged the AMX, and we only damaged the T29. But I got a lot of credits for that because I did most of the damage on that one. And I detected the 29, which gave me half the credit for them killing, it, and half the credit for them killing that AMX 12. So quite well. Did I get anything? No. No combat warrior or battle hero. Damn it, I can't even talk. Alright guys, so we're gonna end this video here. We will now be accepting what is that? Subscriber submissions for replays and stuff. We're probably gonna start a new series on that, and you can email them to Dargamingelite at gmail.com, and that will be in the description below, as well as all my other social links will all be in the description below. And I believe here, yes, maybe next week, you know, I'm going to try to start maybe streaming a little bit here and there. You know, maybe after I get home from work and, you know, sit down and play for a couple hours, I'll start streaming some of that. And we'll see how that goes. Used to, you know, back when I was streaming, it was going really, really well. So I'd like to kind of get back into it. It was a lot of fun. Alright, guys, so until next time, remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I will see you in game.